check one thing. Boom. Go live. Okay. Cool. So I should be live. Should be live now. Okay, there we go. There we go. What's good, Lorenzo? Yeah, it took a little minute for it to start up. But yeah, your boy, man, I'm gonna be reacting to this AMS video. As I just said, I don't know why it didn't pick up on the live earlier, but as I said, man, if you guys don't know, all of the live streams come from Patreon supporters sending me videos saying, hey, you should react to this. And I'm like, hey, say less, let's do it. So we're reacting to the man with the plan. We're reacting to the OG, you know, the one who made this space of YouTube popular. I would say worldwide, which is, as you see on the screen, Alpha Male Strategies. And the title is Success Does Not Make You a High Value Man. Now from the title, I totally agree with it. You know, I actually think about this too. It's funny how high value male and stuff like that is getting spreaded around now. This is an old term. This is something people have been talking about. But without even going into the video yet, because keep in mind all my reaction videos are live, I would say high value is what's high value to you. So even when we talk about high value women, a woman may be super high value to me because she's doing everything that I find of value. But to you, she may not be because she's not doing everything that you would find of value. So just off this title, so far I definitely agree. Success does not make you a high value man at all. Like success, cause even success is one of those tricky things to where it's like, what's success? Success to me may be different from success to you. Success to you may be different from what success to somebody else. So this is one of those, it's one of those buzzwords, it's one of those controversial things, even when it comes to alpha and all this. So that's why I try not to subscribe, and I try to tell you guys not to get too deep into what is high value, what is alpha, what is beta. What do you like? What do you describe as alpha and beta? Because that's what really matters. It doesn't really matter what I think is alpha. It doesn't matter what this person thinks is alpha. It doesn't matter what this person thinks is beta. It all depends on what you think. So before we get into this live stream or this reaction video, let me shout out a few people. Lorenzo in the building, #1 moderator. You know what I mean? What's good, bro? Shout out to all the mods. I see you dropping them links up in there. Y'all make sure y'all follow them social medias too, man. That's as easy as hitting the like button. Just hop on the social medias, hit the follow. We're trying to expand this brand, but I think it starts from the YouTube family doing the easy thing, which is following me on the social medias. So shout out to Lorenzo, shout out to Tyrone Jordan Jr., AB. What's good, my boy Gamba? Yo, what up? North Sea Fellow in the building, pulled up on me nice and early. North Sea Fellow, I hope you're doing good today, bro. Hope all y'all are doing good today, man. I know it's different time zones. I know you guys are in different parts of the world, but it's Saturday over here. It's 1 p.m. over here. Got a pretty busy day today. Got a pretty productive day. Going to be shooting some more public interviews, so y'all make sure y'all check that other channel, JJ So Different, for the public interviews. Going to be cranking that out a lot more for you guys. So y'all get ready, you dig? But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reaction video.
What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter ask me, how do low-value men get women sold? All right, because he work in the medical field, and a lot of the nurses and doctors that female nurses and doctors that he work with make six figures, and then they'll be in relationships with broke men and men who don't make no money and men who work at pizza, delivering pizzas and all this other shit. So he's just curious to know, how the fuck did they do that? Well, the reason I'm making this video, guys, is I did not like the fact that he phrased low-value men as men who don't make money. I did not like that. That does not make you low value. You know what makes a man low value? His mindset.
Facts. Facts, bro. Just like when I talk about how social status is more important than social media. Who you are in person is more important than who you are online. Guess what? I don't have to be verified on YouTube. I don't have to be verified on Instagram. I don't have to be verified on Twitter. Why? Because I'm verified in real life. I literally believe that. When I go outside, when I'm walking out of my house and I'm communicating with people in the real world, that's when I move as if I got a blue check mark tattooed on my forehead. I literally walk around and I socialize and I carry myself like I'm verified in real life. This online and all this stuff, and that all comes from the mindset. Online, yeah, it look cool. It look cool online. But I've met and I know personally people that are verified online. But in person, they don't carry that vibe like they're verified in real life. I would prefer to be verified in real life. Just like he's saying, just from the beginning of this video. It comes down to the mindset. Just because someone works at Pizza Hut or because someone's money may not be as high as yours, if their mindset is, I'm the shit, you know, I don't really care that you got more money than me. I got a better mindset. I got a better life. I got better opportunities that can come to me. Not necessarily from financial standpoint. They're always going to be the ones that win. A lot of people try to hide their insecurities through their money, through their job, through their following online. It doesn't compete with in person. Put me in a room with a whole bunch of people verified online, and you'll think they'll be wondering who I am. And how I know this, because I've had situations like this before. You guys got to understand, I know quote unquote famous people, but I don't treat them like they're famous people. I treat them like they're normal people, because in reality, that's all they are. So try to be verified online, guys. Or not online, but in person. Don't worry about being verified online. If it happens, it happens. But who you are in person is what really matters.
He thinks he's low value. Would y'all guys believe that there's some men out there that are low value and millionaires, and they still stink of no confidence? But you could take a guy like some guy who could sleep on his fucking mama couch. Or you could take a 32-year-old guy who sleeps on his fucking mama couch, and he still thinks that he has more value than a fucking female. This is why when I tell y'all guys, I made a video a long time ago. I ain't gonna say it's one of the first videos I made when I got on YouTube, but I made the video on how to get money out of women. And all the beta males came into the comment section. Oh, this ain't alpha. You trying to get money out of females. Who the fuck came up with the rule that it's okay for a man to provide for a woman, but it's not okay for a woman to provide for a man? Who came up with that fucking rule? Now, I'm not finna get no money from no woman, but that's just my personal choice. But don't knock a man who tells a bitch, motherfucker, you ought to pay me for my non-sexual attention. Don't get mad at him because he has that mindset that he done went so far that he thinks that you should pay me. See, those low value guys you talking about over there, they have the mindset that they have more value than a woman. Now, they ain't pimping as in the sense of, bitch, get on the street and sell your ass and get me some money. No, they pimping in the mindset of, bitch, if you want to enjoy my company, this shit gonna cost you.
Facts. And shout out my boy North Sea Fellow, man. We got 15 people in here. We should have 15 likes. It's just that simple. We should have 15 likes. If it's gonna be a small amount of us in here, let's at least have a family type vibe to where we can chop it up. We can ask questions in the comments. We can put our reactions in the comments. And we can at least like the video. At least. I'm not asking for too much. I could understand if it was such a high number that there's a good chance some people just found this channel randomly and they're just like, what is this about? But I'm pretty sure the 15 people in here are the people that are typically in here. So let's do what we typically do when we're in here, and let's like the video so that hopefully more people can see this soon. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. But with what AMS is saying, he's keeping it real, man. It's so disappointing that guys feel like you need this and you need that and you need this to be high value. You can literally make the decision in your head right now to say I'm high value, and actually mean it. See, this is the difference. Some people will say certain things and they don't mean it. You gotta actually mean it. You can make that conscious decision right now. And when you mean it, guess what? You'll carry yourself like that. And when I say carry yourself like that, you might be thinking, well, how do I carry myself? What is high value? Whatever you think it is, bro. Literally whatever you think it is. Because look, I could sit here and I could tell you, boom, 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 makes you high value. And let's say you do boom, 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 boom. That still doesn't make you high value because you took what I said. A true high value male, a true alpha male, a true male in general typically thinks for himself. Now, you're not oblivious to society. You're not oblivious to the law. You're not oblivious to this world that we live in now. But the reason I can watch this content, the reason I can watch certain videos is because I hear them, I enjoy them, I can subscribe and everything, but I'm still thinking for myself. I still do what works best for me, which is what I try to motivate you fellows to do, what I try to motivate everybody to do. You know, when I talk about social skills, when I talk about, trying this out, trying that out, taking action, that's the most important thing, because you are going to be the best you. You're going to know what works best for you. Don't get it mistaken, I'm not against choosing signals. I'm not against online. I'm not against anything that anybody else says, but does it work for you, or are you doing it because someone else said it? Like, I just want you guys to move on your time. I want you to really tap into yourself. This is why I say be careful with this content, because a lot of guys gravitate to this content, to these type of videos, because they have no true guidance, and mainly because they don't know how to think for themselves. I want to tap into you guys' mental to say what works for you. Do what works for you. If you like your results online, stick to online. Who am I to say that online isn't good? I'm telling y'all, I've had plenty of results online. Plenty. I literally created a course called the Tinder Method, and it shows you how I got 3 to 5 matches per day online without paying for anything. Does that work for you? Am I happy with those results? They were cool, but I realized that I get better results meeting women in person. So the whole core of my message, the whole core of everything that I say is to read between what all these videos you see and take the info, but see, is it working for you? If it's not, then move on. You got to think for yourself, guys. What high value is to you is all that matters. Not what this person says or what that person says. And because this person has a lot of views, it must be true. Not necessarily. I know people say numbers don't lie, but numbers can be deceiving. Numbers can fool you. Numbers can have you confused. They can have you thinking one thing when it's really not that. And numbers can be tweaked with. If you guys don't know. I'm not saying that that's what these guys are doing, but I want you guys to be aware that every time you see numbers, that doesn't mean that all those numbers are legit. You get me? You guys could please like the video though if you're in here. If you guys got any specific questions or any comments, you can always super chat it. By super chatting, it'll make it stand out, and I'll definitely acknowledge it while I'm live. Just like my boy The Blueprint. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat. Talk to him, my G, for sure, man. For sure. I definitely will continue to do that.
Oh yeah, that's the mindset that they have. If you want to enjoy this charisma that I have and this mouthpiece and all this sexual charisma that I have, if you want to be in the presence of this, it's going to cost you. This ain't free. See, when you go out with a woman and she makes you pay and all this other shit, essentially what she's saying is, if you want some of this pussy right here, it's going to cost you. What those guys that do that pimp women like that, what they're thinking is, my mouthpiece, my sexual charisma is worth so much that it's going to cost you, baby. Because those guys understand something that a lot of you guys don't understand. This little fucker right here is always, and for all you guys that don't see what the fuck I'm pointing to, this little thing right here is always gonna get you farther with a woman than your fucking wallet. And I was looking for my wallet, I was gonna hold it up.
Exactly. Your mouthpiece, what you say, how you say it, what's the purpose behind you saying it will always get you farther. And I stumbled across some live stream where I heard the most like the most corniest thing and just let me know that this guy doesn't understand. I don't even remember what stream it was. I literally stumbled across it. It just got recommended. I clicked on it for a little while, and as soon as I heard this guy say this, I instantly clicked out of it. But basically what he said is what talks the loudest is money, because money talks. I was like, bro, see, this, I didn't comment. I just exited out of it. But as soon as I heard that, I'm like, dang, it's such a shame that people truly believe that, because the people who created money had to create it. They had to talk about it. If we really think about money, woo, it's a piece of paper. Yeah, let's make it rain, bitch. Yeah, let's do this. Bro, it's just a piece of paper, but people had to communicate to get that piece of paper. It is important. Women do like money. People like money. We understand that we need it to survive, but you don't need it especially to get a woman. You don't need it to necessarily be quote unquote successful. You don't need it to be high value. You literally don't need it. If you know how to talk to people. So crazy with AMS saying this in so many words. All he's saying is if you know how to socialize, if you know how to talk to people, if you know how to carry yourself with women, all of the success that you want will come. This is why I emphasize the social skills. This is why I emphasize going out. This is why I emphasize talking to people. This is why I emphasize getting that lifestyle that you desire. Because once you do that, the world is yours. Anything that you want can happen. And you literally, you guys don't believe it. Y'all might not believe it now. You could be a pimp if you wanted to, if you know how to talk to people. I'm not recommending it or anything like that. But think about artists. How can an artist, like, let's just say Drake. How can Drake charge $500,000 for a show? Because that's what he feels like he's worth. Now, some of you can make the argument that Michael Jackson was way better than Drake, but he didn't charge that much. Well, you know, money prices for shows were different. The whole dynamic of shows were different. But Michael Jackson may not have felt like that's what he was worth at that time. But I guarantee if he did, and he was like, if you want me to show up, this is how much it's gonna cost, people would pay it because he truly believes that's his worth. That's the same with you guys with women. If y'all feel like a woman needs to pay for your time, or if you feel like you're high value, and if this woman isn't looking at you like that, then you're not going to deal with her, then women are going to treat you accordingly, guys. They're literally going to treat you accordingly. And people are going to treat you accordingly. You determine your worth. Nobody else does. You determine how much your time is and how valuable it is to you. Nobody else does. People will only do what you allow them to do. People will only get away with what you allow them to get away with. Remember that.
But I guess it's in the closet. But if you relying on that fucking wallet, you always gonna struggle with women. Now, I tell you guys to get your shit together, and the reason I tell you guys to get your shit together is because there's some women out there, they don't give a fuck how much of this you got. It's some women out there, they don't care nothing about this. And I want you guys to be able to fuck them too. That's why I tell you to get your shit together. I would say it's a good majority of women out there that no matter how strong your mouthpiece is, they immune to that bullshit, because they ain't looking for no love, they ain't looking for no sexual charisma, that they only care about what a man can provide them. What I tell you, we fuck those hoes too, and we dick them down and we toss them to the side of the road.
Oh man, this is hilarious. You know, AMS is hilarious, and he does make valid points. You know, like he does make valid points that there are some women that no matter how good your game is, how good your mouthpiece is, or even in a sense how good you think you look, like as far as your body right and all that stuff, some women don't care about none of that. They're essentially just looking for the bag. They're essentially just gold diggers. And he's saying that, hey, we want to smash them chicks too. Well, if that's what you want, that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different situation. But hey, if that's what you truly want, you know, I'm not gonna knock you for it. To each his own. But I'll tell you guys, most likely it's not what you're gonna want. You know, even if you do smash, toss him to the side of the road. I know he's, you know, I think he be joking about this a little bit, but I don't know. You never know what AMS, because he'll keep a straight face and say the most craziest stuff. But I would recommend more of, when you are getting your money together or when you are getting your life together financially, do it for you, not necessarily to smash these chicks that may require that. That would just be my 2 cents on that particular comment or that particular environment as far as getting on your grind, getting your money, getting on your purpose. Not necessarily to smash those chicks too, because even with those chicks, I've dealt with chicks like that. I've never in my life, never in my life that I can think of, if a chick is all about the bag, because you got to understand about women is that if that's what they're all about, they'll find a way to get it. There's plenty of other dudes out there that are willing to give them that, but there's not that many dudes that can have such a mouthpiece to make them feel a certain way. So even with these women that are immune to that and they claim all they want is the bag, if you do it for that woman and you don't do it for that woman the same way that every other guy would do it for that woman, which is blowing money on her and tricking off and doing all that stuff, you can still smash that chick. So I would say, agreeing with what he said in the more beginning of this video is that mouthpiece can get you so far. It can get you so far. You got to understand how powerful the mouthpiece is. Somebody could say something to you and it could literally put you in tears. Somebody could say something to you and it could literally make you want to kill them. Think about how powerful that is. Somebody could say something to you and it could literally make you the happiest person in the world for that moment. That's how powerful our voice is. That's how powerful the tongue is. That's how powerful the teeth are. That's how powerful the mouth is. So if you guys can embrace that and really understand and internalize that, you're literally unstoppable out here. Money can't necessarily do that. Like money might make you cry. Money might make you want to kill. Like there are situations. I'm not gonna be oblivious. Like there's a lot of people in jail right now because of money and stuff like that. But without necessarily needing that, your mouthpiece is essential. It's very, very powerful.
When I came up with that why I'm against the MGTOW movement, that's what I was talking about. Oh, bitch, you want some money? Oh, you want a man that drive a nice car? Oh, you want a man that wear nice clothes? Well, here it is, but you ain't getting no fucking money, you dumb bitch. That's why I'm against the MGTOW movement was about. So yeah, we dig them down and we toss them to the side of the road. Why? Because I don't want you guys trying to make a girl who views you as a beta male provider, putting a girl like that in your rotation. Because guess what? Eventually you're going to have to pay. That's why you have to dig those hoes down and toss their ass to the side of the road. Because if you're going to fuck with a woman that views you as a beta male provider and she's looking for a beta male provider, after you fuck, eventually the bill is due. All right? The bill is due. That's why you got to dig them down and toss them to the side of the road. So I want you guys getting your shit together, because women who are looking for beta male providers, we fuck them too. But the main thing y'all guys need to know is this right here for the other women that aren't looking for a beta male provider. This is what's going to get it. And I'm going to go even a little step further, guys. A lot of those women like that right there, they don't even care nothing about no money. I'm gonna be, those are the women who care more about your sexual charisma. Those are the women that kind of hate flashy men. Those are the women that they don't mind you having like a nice car, Mercedes and nothing like that. But if you one of those type of dudes and you overly flashy and you wear lots of jewelry, you'll turn them fucking off because they feel like you compensating for something. That's usually work on the women that are looking for the beta male providers, which is fine. We fuck those hoes too. But usually women who care more about a man's personality and charisma and shit like that, being too flashy will turn them off, to be quite honest with you. And I'm going to tell y'all guys another truth. Men who don't have their shit together, right? Not all, but a lot of men who don't have their shit together, they start to rely more on their charisma and swag opposed to the beta male provider guys. Usually the beta male provider guys usually just spend the whole date trying to impress. Instead of using their charisma, their personality and things like that and masculine traits, they start talking about trips that they done took. Or, I got this big project coming up. They spend more time trying to throw subtle hints as into, how good of a provider they can be, that they forget to be charismatic. Okay, guys? Oh, they forget to show masculine traits of their personality. They rely too much on the financial part. aspect. That's why a lot of guys struggle from. And when you go that route, you will never get a woman's soul. When you try to rely on your financial success opposed to your mouthpiece, you will never get a woman's soul.
Facts. Facts, man. I gotta stop it right there to acknowledge the hardcore facts that he just said. I'll tell you guys something else. When you rely on anything, you'll never get a woman's soul. So for example, if you rely on your D game, your sex game, you'll never get a woman's soul. If you rely on your money, like he just said, you'll never get a woman's soul. If you rely on where you stay, you'll never get a woman's soul. It has to be who you are and who you are in her head, because even if you rely on your mouthpiece, I don't think you'll get a woman's soul. You know, you have to literally implant yourself into her head. So you got to literally get into her mind to get into her soul. Because let's say you relied on the mouthpiece. There may be a situation in your life where you can't speak no more. So this woman's so used to your mouthpiece and the things that you would say, and maybe how you would say things in her ear, or just your voice tone in general. If you rely on that, and I know that's an extreme example, but let's just say you get in a situation where you can't speak. If you didn't necessarily work your way into this woman's mind yet, then you still won't get her soul. So you got to understand, there can't be nothing you rely on. Now let's just say you rely on your D game. Let's say your foreplay is on point in the way you smash her. And keep in mind, I show you guys how to do everything about foreplay on the Patreon: how to kiss a woman, how to kiss a woman on her neck, how to properly suck a woman's tits, how to hit it from the back, how to finger a chick until she busts. All of that is on Patreon if you guys want to get better at foreplay. Because even smashing the heck out of a chick, I do have a video on Patreon called How to Get a Woman's Soul. So even hitting it right, that is important. That does play a factor in a sense. But more importantly, you have to get this woman's mind. And you don't want to rely on one thing to do that, because that one thing can be taken away. That one thing can literally just be gone. You have to implant everything about you in her mind. You have to. That's how you get a woman's soul. Who you really are, how you think. Like, you guys want to get to a point to where your jokes, like the way you carry yourself, your charisma, your women have that same charisma. What people find funny about you, they find funny about your women. It needs to get to a point to where when someone's talking to you, it kind of feel like when they're talking to your women, it kind of feels like they're talking to you. That's when we start talking about the soul and stuff like that, because of that same energy. I actually believe I heard Lucario say something similar to that, where he was like, if you was to talk to my girl, it would feel like you're talking to me, because he's implanted his self, his personality into his women. So what he finds cool, what he finds funny, and that doesn't mean that your women should completely lose their hobbies, their life, their interests just for yours, but you should have an impact on how they move. If you don't have that, then you don't necessarily have that soul that you think you have. And I will also say, be careful with this. I have a video called The Cons of Getting a Woman's Soul on Patreon as well, because that's not nothing to necessarily play with. You know, a lot of you guys want this and you think it sounds cool, it's great. Like, I have literally, you know, it's situations like this, and even when we're talking about situations like this is a very touchy subject that you guys should be careful with. You guys just, you gotta understand, it may sound good on paper. Yeah, I got a woman's soul, man. She'll do whatever for me. Yeah, she'll do this and that. But that's really nothing to play with. So I will, kind of like the bear of bad news, but I will say be careful with this.
Your sexual charisma is how you get a woman's soul. So that part right there, where he called them low value, really kind of like got under my skin, because guys, I consider myself a high value male when I was living in the basement. I really did. I thought that I always felt like I deserved any dime piece that well, you know, you can't get everyone, but I still felt like I deserved dime pieces when I was living in the basement. It didn't take me to experience success for me to feel like now I deserve dime pieces. I felt like I deserved dime pieces then, and I was making $30 grand a year in New York. Money never changed my mindset about who I am. The thing where I say about high value and low value, if you are a guy that's low value, getting on your purpose can change your mindset to high value because you start thinking more of yourself.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there, man, just to acknowledge what he said. And I just want to throw the disclaimer out there, and I don't want you guys to skip past what he said and let it go past your head. This was the most important thing that I believe he's ever said, in my opinion, is that when he was in that basement, when he was down and out, making $30,000 in New York and living in the basement, he believed even at that time that he deserved dimes. So when he got on this grind and he moved out of the basement and started making more, he still believed that because his mindset was that back then. See, this is the importance, and I think this is even where his message can get confused. This is the importance of you guys taking action right now, because there are so many people that I believe will hear AMS message and think that, okay, I may be a loser, I may feel like I don't deserve good looking women right now, but if I grind, get on my purpose, and start making more money, then I'll feel like I deserve it, or then I'll know how to move with good-looking women and stuff like that. No, bruh. That's a different category. That's a different sector of life. That's a different realm of life. Learn to be good with women now. Learn to have social skills now. Don't stop on your purpose. Don't give up on your purpose. Don't not be on your purpose. And I think that's where people get my message confused. I'm like, shit. We all need to get money. We all need to grind. But hey, man, in the meantime, in between time, let's get some chicks as well. Because it's just something that I know you guys want, but so many guys will lie to themselves saying, oh, no, I ain't worried about chicks right now. Nah, bro, stop lying. Don't cap to me. You ain't got to cap to me. So the most important thing is he had the mindset that he deserved this lifestyle and he deserved these chicks back then. And so once he actually starts to get them now, it's no different. It's just like, yeah, I've been deserved this. You know, I'm in a different part of my life right now, but I've been deserved this. That's how my mindset is, and that's how I want you guys' mindset to be. Is you should feel like you deserve these women right now, because I'm telling you, you're gonna get on your purpose. You're gonna get on your grind. You're gonna start getting money, and then you're gonna kind of be like, now what? Because you're gonna see that if you didn't develop these social skills that I've been telling you about, if you haven't been hitting the field, if you haven't been making no approaches, if you don't know how to talk to women, if you don't know how to approach groups, it's not gonna just come to you when you start making more money. You're still gonna be that same awkward, shy, anxiety, weird guy when it comes to approaching, because you took my message for granted. You took my message lightly, and you just focused on grind for 2 to 5 years, and you'll realize that you still suck with women. Get good with women now. That's at least something you can do now. You may not be able to make $1 million right now, but you can step out the house today on this Saturday, go out and be social. You can do some approaches right now. You can get your social skills together right now, because once you start to do that, it'll be a lot easier to get on your grind. It'll be a lot easier to do an interview. It'll be a lot easier to just make money in general, because social skills is universal. Know how to talk to people is universal. It's so many millionaires that if I was out with any of them, and let's say we see a group of 5 women, all of them beautiful, and I tell one of those millionaires, hey, go approach her, none of them would be able to do it. But if they see me do it, they would be like, wow, like they would be way more impressed than someone seeing them close a deal for like $1 million. That is impressive, don't get me wrong, but so many people can do that. Only a few can go approach a group of 5. Only a few. I actually don't know anybody personally in my life that can do that without being drunk or high or something. Like let's go a little deeper. Only a few that are sober can do this. And I just now uploaded a audio Infield on Buy Me a Coffee. If you guys aren't on Buy Me a Coffee, make sure y'all checked it out, where I approach these 2 sisters, beautiful women, and you guys can hear that conversation over there. So it's just one of those things where you want to get this stuff handled now, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, but it's not the money, the financial aspect that make you low value, high value. Sometimes it takes guys getting on their purpose and getting their shit together before they feel that abundance mindset, which makes them high value. I always had the abundance mindset. Not so much that I thought I was all this, that, and the other. I just always had a good understanding on how the world works. I always had a good understanding that there's going to be some women that are attracted to you and there are going to be some women that are not. It's just a matter of putting yourself in a position to get out and meet women, living a social life of abundance. I always knew that it was a numbers game. Now, I don't mean for you guys to go out there and play the numbers game. When I say the numbers game, I don't mean going out talking to 100 women playing the numbers games. When I say the numbers game, I mean simply a numbers game of living a social life of abundance, which means that the more social life of abundance that I live, the more women that I'm gonna meet. That's what I mean when I play. When I say the numbers game, I mean the numbers game of living a social life of abundance. In other words, the more I get my ass out the fucking house, the more women I'll meet.
Yeah. You guys see how these messages can intertwine and they can sound the same, but it may just be someone else saying it. And you know, that's another reason I feel like you guys don't need to watch too many videos, too many Redpill videos, too many content creators on this certain thing, because in a sense we say the same thing, it just comes from a different angle. But in reality, the best dating coach in the world is you watching me right now. You have the best game. You holding your phone, or you watching me on your laptop, or you watching me on your TV right now. You are the best dating coach. You know what's best for you. You just have to go take action. You just have to hit the field. You just have to apply this stuff, because what AMS is saying, it sounds no different from what I've been telling you guys. And honestly, have you guys ever heard me say the numbers game? No, because I don't even know the true definition of that. But one thing that you guys have always heard me say is get out the house, start socializing, start talking to people. You guys have never even heard me say social life of abundance. There's certain ways to say the same thing, but I try to simplify it as much as possible. Get out your house and start talking to people. Get out your house, start approaching people. The more people you talk to, the better chances you will have in life. Approaching is not just about women. Approaching can change your life. Having social skills can get you in certain areas in life that you could never get before. Knowing how to be social can help you not get a speeding ticket from that cop that was going to write you a speeding ticket, but you knew how to be social. You knew how to make that cop laugh. You knew how to just be hilarious and not make it a big deal. Having social skills can get you into a concert for free. Having social skills can have you 2 minutes. Your flight is about to leave in 2 minutes. They shut the door. I don't know if you guys ever missed a flight, but that is a pain in the ass. But having social skills can get them to let you get on that flight even though you're extremely late to boarding. Even though having social skills can have you not having to pay for a check-in, not having to pay for your bags. You just walk in there with a big ass suitcase. You got other people looking at you like, why they didn't have to pay? That's what social skills can do for you. Having social skills can get you in a football game for free. Social skills can get you anything you want. Now, of course, I'm only talking about financial things and speeding tickets, but obviously it can get you a ton of women as well. It starts with you getting out your house, though. It literally starts with that, bro. I have been saying this, and it's so refreshing to hear AMS say it, because now, even with me making this reaction video, now it may make a little more sense to you guys, because you guys may hear me say it and you're just like, yeah, whatever. Well, now AMS said it. Now what? Are you going to get out the house now? Are you going to hit the field now? AMS said it, so hey, it should be a little more convincing to you now.
I don't mean, when I say the numbers game, I don't mean take your ass out here and go up and talk to 100 women and get 5 numbers out of 100. I don't believe in that low value bullshit. I believe in living a social life of abundance, playing the numbers game, and let things organically find you, letting women organically find you, not leaving out the house. Oh, I'm finna go I'm gonna go approach 100 women today. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that beta male. I believe that's a loser's mentality. A thirsty man's mentality. That's where the choosing signal things come from. I'm living my life and I let the women choose me. If they ain't choosing me, fuck them. I'm enjoying myself in void of women.
Oh. All right, so I guess this is where the true reaction starts to come in, and the slight disagreements start to come in as well. I wouldn't look at you as a beta male if you were to get choosing signals or you were to make approaches. I look at you as do what works for you. So I guess that's where AMS message and my message may come across a little different. Is what he's saying, I wouldn't even disagree with it. I wouldn't say that he's wrong and I wouldn't say that I'm right. I'm saying he's saying what works for him. If choosing signals, quote unquote, and just going out and women choosing him and stuff like that, if that's what's getting him his desired results when it comes to dating, there's nothing wrong with that. For the majority of you guys, that may not necessarily work. Or for the majority of you guys, you don't even necessarily understand what he means. So he may present this and he may say that this is the best way for him, but he may be doing more outside of the camera than you guys think. You know, he may be presenting himself in a certain way, or he may be, I don't know, I don't want to define his life or anything like that, but what I'm saying is somebody will hear that and they'll say, okay, well, it's beta to approach. No, it's not. You define what's beta and what's alpha, not a dude on the internet. If you're getting your desired results by being out of the house and not making any approaches, if you are literally having, like, you got all the women that you can need, you got every single woman that you want, and in your situation in your life, you feel like your dating life is great and you don't have to approach, that's magnificent. I have nothing wrong with that. But I can almost guarantee 99% of his audience, 99% of my audience, that is not the case. So you might have to step up on a woman and talk to her, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to look at you like a beta. And also, I will say that, you know, the social skills, the knowing how to approach, the going up to women and talking to them, that's a skill. That's something that you literally need to learn to do. Literally. That's what can change your life. Literally. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys feel like you get more results with women off choosing signals. Put a 2 in the chat if you feel like you get more results with women off actually approaching them. And put a 0 if you don't do either one. If you necessarily don't do either one, so you don't really know. But like I said, put a 1 in the chat if you feel like you get better results off choosing signals. Put a 2 if you feel like you get better results off actually approaching, because you can get chose all the time, but it may not be from the women that you actually want. I want you guys to get the women that you want. And then put a 0 if you do none of them. You know, because I know some of you guys may not do any of them. So you hear me and you hear AMS and you're like, yeah, that sounds cool, but you don't even step out the house, you know?
Okay, guys, but that's what I got to say about that, guys. Do not get your value from your finances. If you somebody right now making 15 grand a year, that does not make you low value. What makes you low value is thinking that you need to make 100 grand a year to attract women. Now you're low value because now you're putting all your value in how much money you make opposed to the person you are. Instead of your personality. Always understand that the best way to attract women is with your personality. Now, you get your shit together. The point I'm saying is, guys, when you use your personality and your charisma to attract women, the sex is better. Everything is better. When you attract women with finances, you can tell that those women are only with you for your money because they don't never do no intimacy with you. You always have to negotiate sex, and you always have to initiate sex. And when you having sex with them, it's like they ain't there. you know. So like when I tell y'all guys to dig them holes down and talk them to the side of the road, best believe that those women you fucking that view you as a beta male provider, they gonna be laying there like a dead dog. Now, I still enjoy the pussy. Hey, bitch, lay there like a dead dog. But ain't no girl who fucks you as a beta male provider is going to be throwing it back. Trust me.
Yeah, and I think that's where my argument would come in to why would you want these chicks anyway then? You know, I think that's where the thinking with your D head instead of your actual head, that's where that comes into play. You guys make sure y'all like the video if y'all up in here. I see a couple of 2s. See some zeros in here as well. You know, I highly recommend you guys that are throwing these zeros in the chat, man. Y'all get out the house, bro. Like y'all found my channel, y'all found all these other channels. Just take the action. Just step out of the house, bro. Just step out, please. Please, bro. But yeah, I mean, my whole thing is, why would you want to deal with these chicks anyway? I don't want you guys to be that thirsty. I mean, AMS kind of paints the picture of approaching women as thirsty and beta. I think it's a little more thirsty and beta to get money, to smash the chicks that don't even like you, to basically be smashing the prostitutes without. I'm not saying that he's doing that, but I think that's a little more thirsty and beta to have sex with the women who are gonna lay there like a dead dog. I don't know what you guys' experience is as far as sex, but the best sex is when both people want to have sex. That's gonna be the best, most exciting sex. You're not gonna enjoy the cat if it's a chick who doesn't really like you like that. This is why I emphasize, start off with the woman liking you as well, and then start off with both of y'all being comfortable, getting the woman comfortable and you being comfortable, and then go into seducing and being sexual with her. Because if you try to go with the she likes you as well, she could like you for anything. So let's say she does like you for money, and then you skip the comfort and try to go into having sex with her, you skipped a very, very, very important thing that could have made the sex 10 times better. A lot of guys just, yeah, she thinks I look good, okay, blah, blah. Or attraction is not just about looks, but it could be anything. But getting this woman comfortable with you as well will make her want to give you the sloppy toppy. There's a difference between getting head and getting sloppy toppy. It's a big difference, and you'll know the difference if you've ever had sloppy toppy. You'll know the difference. A chick just giving you head is literally like, you know, it's just like that extra boost to help you get it up. But a chick getting you sloppy toppy, at a certain point, you're gonna run. At a certain point, you're not gonna be able to control your face. At a certain point, your toes are gonna curl. At a certain point, you might have to push her away. At a certain point, it might actually hurt. Like, it might actually hurt you a little bit. Like, you're like, oh shit, what the hell happened to you? What the fuck is going on here? Like, you might literally, you know, you might not even have to smash this chick, you know? Sloppy toppy is when a chick is really into you and she's really trying to get you right just off the sloppy toppy. Like, she literally has a goal in her mind. Like, sloppy toppy is when a chick's done, you're gonna look down at your dick when she's done and she's made a mess, and then she helped by coming back and helping you clean it up. You're gonna look at your dick and you might have to have a conversation with your dick, like, what the fuck just happened to us? And your dick won't even know. There's a big difference between head and sloppy toppy. Do you think that AMS is getting sloppy toppy from these chicks, that he's getting the money and they're laying there like a dead dog? Of course not. He might not even be getting no head. I want you guys to get women that are going to do all of this for you and more. That's what I want. And of course, we're only talking about, you know, I'm only talking about the sexual stuff now, but with chicks that actually like you, it's a whole bunch of other benefits you can get out of them other than the sloppy toppy. And they'll give you sloppy toppy anywhere. They'll give you sloppy toppy while you're driving. They'll give you sloppy toppy while you're playing the game. They'll give you sloppy toppy while you're doing anything that you can think of. If you got a chick who really likes you for you, not for your money or not for all this other superficial BS, those are going to be the best ones for you. Those are going to be the ones that you'll have longevity. Those are going to be the ones you'll have years with. And I will say, you guys want to be more careful with the women that you're putting your penis inside of anyway. Because, not to get you guys paranoid, and this isn't sex ed class 101, but at least if you do slip up and have a baby by this chick, at least let it be the chick that was willing to give you sloppy toppy because she likes you too, instead of the chick who's laying there like a dead dog. At least. I know none of you guys are thinking about that and you're like, I'll wear condoms. I'm telling y'all, don't end up getting a baby mama by a chick that's just going to lay there like a dead dog. That's all I'm going to say.
You only get that intimate sex from women who view you sexually. They kiss all on your neck. They do all this other type of shit. Ain't no girl who view you as a beta male provider finna suck your dick. I'm just telling you.
And it's so crazy how he just said that. And keep in mind, guys, I do all these reaction videos that are sent to me through my Patreon subscribers. Patreon subscribers send me these videos. I don't go out looking for these videos. So my Patreon members, and you guys make sure y'all check out the Patreon. It's a lot of good stuff over there. It's a whole different world over there. And you get access to the group chat so you can talk to all the other men in action. Some of them are actually in the live chat right now. But my Patreon subscribers send me these videos and I react to them. I don't watch these videos before, so it's so funny how I just said that. I just knew that these chicks that are trying to get bread out of you or whatever, they're not going to do anything. Like, they're literally not going to do anything. The best thing you'll probably get out of a chick like this is to say, yeah, I hit that, yeah, I smashed. Which is like, you know, that's cool, but to someone who has real experience with women, it's like, okay, what else did you get out of it? But that's a whole different topic. But it's so funny how he just said that because he knows it. These chicks ain't gonna do shit for you. What good is that, honestly?
Well, if she do, it's because you're doing some heavy tricking. Usually a girl who views you as a better man provider gonna be like, I don't do that, or I gotta get to know you better. Because she don't see you like that. That's an extra step of interest. And she just don't got that in you. She barely keeping her goddamn vomit down having sex with you. Okay, guys? So never get your value from your finances, guys. Get your value from your mindset, your personality, your charisma. That's where you get your value from. I have no problem with you guys doing the self-improving to get confidence. Just don't shit on the guys who get that confidence naturally. That's all I ask. If a guy lives with his mama, and I want everybody to be on their purpose and get their shit together. I'm not going to excuse guys being sorry and not improving themselves just because they can attract women. That's bullshit. I believe every man, even if you can attract women without money, every man should be ambitious and want a better life for himself, not to attract women.
Exactly. That's a fact. I'm glad he threw that disclaimer out there. That's an absolute fact. You know, everybody should be on the grind. Everybody should be getting their money. Everybody should be living a more fulfilling life outside of just getting women. And also what he said, I think it's just very important. Feel like you're entitled to these women. Get your experience with these women no matter where you're at in life right now. It literally doesn't matter wherever you're at in life, whether you're broke, whether you're rich, whether you're on your purpose, whether you're not. Get this handled now. Because if you still want women, what else are you going to do? Get this handled now, guys. And you literally can get this handled now. Literally.
For himself. All right, so I'm not even talking about that aspect. That's lazy and sorry. But the point I'm saying is, don't knock guys who get their confidence from within and not from external sources. I always been confident. Always. And like I tell you guys, women have always found me attractive. But beyond that, well, I say a lot of women found me attractive. Everybody ain't found me attractive. My ass been rejected, you best believe. But the main thing where I always got my mindset with women from was I just had a understanding that at an early age that some women are going to like you and some women are not. Some people are going to like you, some people are not. Some people find my channel, they love me. Some people find my channel, they fucking hate me. It's just the way it fucking is. Everybody's not going to like you. Every woman is not going to like you. All right? I like Game of Thrones. You might not like Game of Thrones. Okay? That's just the way it is, guys. Everybody ain't going to like every fucking thing. I like pizza. You might not like pizza. Whatever. I had that understanding of the world.
Shout out my boy Lorenzo for the super chat. Appreciate it, bro. Lorenzo said Q&A after the reaction. Actually, Lorenzo, I'm literally about to leave after this reaction video to go film some public interviews. But if any of you guys do have questions, keep in mind when a super chat comes in, I'll pause the whole show. I'll pause the reaction video to acknowledge your super chat. So if you do have a question and you super chat it, it will definitely get answered and get acknowledged. And I know this is pretty much your question as well. But Lorenzo, if you have a specific question that you wanted to ask, bro, because you super chatted, because you support, because you're my bro, and you know that you're on the Patreon, you're on the channel membership, Clutch moderator, if you got a question, go ahead and ask. Go ahead and ask now because this video's almost over. But I'm not going to do an extended Q&A because I'm about to leave in a little while and film these public interviews. Like literally, I was about to head out after this and hit the field, you know?
Once you grasp that, once you understand that everybody's not meant to like you, once you understand that, then a rejection can't hurt you. That's the biggest thing. When you understand that every woman is not meant to be attracted to you, then a rejection doesn't hurt no more. So when a woman rejects me, I don't take it personal and think that I'm low value. I just understand I'm not her cup of tea. If you don't understand that, then a rejection is always going to dig deep at you because you take it personal because you think that that's a slight on you when it's not. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I can start naming out some women right now that I think is 10, and some of y'all guys going to sit there and say, that bitch ain't no 10. That is your opinion, and you entitled to it. But it just goes to show my point that everybody's not going to like every fucking thing. That's all I'm fucking saying, guys. So that's where I got my value from, just understanding that everybody's not meant to like you, period. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.
Alright, cool. Great video. Great video. Shout out to the man in action on the Patreon that sent me this video. Shout out to everybody that's on the Patreon. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Patreon. It's scrolling in the thing below, and you can also click on the description and click on the link below. Make sure y'all follow me on all social medias. Buy me a coffee. I literally just uploaded another audio infield. I have over 90, literally over 90 audio infields on Buy Me a Coffee. That's over 90 approaches that you guys can hear me do. So a lot of you guys are like, what do I say on the approach? Or how do I approach a group? Or how do I approach a woman while she's with her mom? Or how do I approach a woman while she's with her friends? How do I approach a woman while she's at work? I have all examples of me doing this on Buy Me a Coffee. Literally, you can hear the whole interaction, and I also narrate the interaction so I can paint the picture for you because it's audio, but I paint the picture. I let you know the setting. I let you know how I was feeling. I let you know it was my first approach of the day. I let you hear all of that good stuff on Buy Me a Coffee. So y'all make sure y'all hop on Buy Me a Coffee, bro. And you'll also, when you hop on Buy Me a Coffee and you start listening to the audio infields, you'll realize it's really not that hard. You're really overthinking this. You hear me doing this. I'm not one of these people that's going to say this and say that and say this. No, I'll actually let you hear me do it so that you can get an idea of how to do it, and then I want you to go out and do it. Patreon, exclusive content over there. Ton of exclusive content. I just uploaded another video on Patreon yesterday. Y'all make sure y'all check out the other channel, JJ So Different. Looks like we don't got any questions coming up in here, so we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate all of you guys for pulling up on me. My boy J-Boy said, Mr. Man in Action Realist on YouTube. I don't know another channel that promotes taking action and spreading positivity. Facts, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's my main goal, man. It's to get you guys results, but I know that I can't get you results. You have to get yourself results by taking action. And also just having a positive outlook, having a positive mentality, you know, that's always a good thing. So I really appreciate your support, bro. I really appreciate what you're saying. I hope that you are taking action. I hope that you are living a positive life. Definitely. So we'll leave it up for 3 more minutes. If you guys got any questions, I'll leave it up for 3 more minutes on this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. This was a really good video from AMS. He definitely spit a lot of facts. Excuse me. He spit a lot of facts up in this video. A lot of stuff that I agree with. And you know, if any of you guys want to see me react to any videos, just hop on the Patreon and send me a video. You know, be like, hey, I want you to react to this, and I'll add it to the list, and we'll get it popping. If any of you guys got any video suggestions that you want to see, like you want me to make a certain video about this or a certain video about that, DM me on Patreon. I don't leave anybody on red on Patreon. Anybody. You can hit me up on the group chat, or you can hit me up on Patreon for anything. There's no unread messages. I'm very easy to contact. If you want to do a consultation, hit me up. Hit me up, bro. Hit me up. I would definitely do a consultation with you. It's no big deal. If you want to book Camp MMIA, which is my in-person coaching, where I will literally fly out to your city, your state, your country, and I will show you this game in real life and also get you results in real life. Let's say you're super shy on approaching women and you feel like you need some one-on-one coaching to actually someone to hit the field with you that has the same mindset. Because I know a lot of you guys, friends, may not watch this stuff. A lot of you guys, friends, may not be willing to do approaches or hit the field and stuff like that. So if you want a friend to come out with you, hit me up. I'm here for all of you guys. I'm here for all of you guys. You know, I'm here to help you guys out. Just hit me up for Camp MMIA. We'll discuss it, and that's it. J-Boy, that's facts, bro. Lorenzo, just, you don't have to super chat it, bro. Just ask you a question real quick before we get up out of here. It's all good. I know you always showing love. You don't have to super chat. If it's saying error, I don't know why. Maybe the tube's trying to shut me down, man. So it's no biggie. If you got a question, go ahead and ask it. You don't have to super chat it. I ain't tripping, bro. So we'll hold it down 1 more minute for Lorenzo to ask his question. I tried to get homies to code approach with me. Yeah, see, that's the thing too, Evo Rebirth. It's a rare chance that your homie, because you could probably try to get your homies to watch my videos, they wouldn't watch it. They're gonna be like, who the fuck is this random black guy with these nose rings and piercings and all that? He don't know what he's talking about. He ain't got no game, blah blah blah. So, you know, it's one of those things where you might not be able to convince your friends, but I guarantee if you start hitting the field by yourself, you start getting results, you start having all of these different chicks hitting your phone, your friends will be interested then. They're gonna be like, man, where you learn this and what's going on? So action speaks louder than words, bro. Just start going out by yourself. Not a question, just want to get this off my chest. Fuck this online shit. Yesterday, I would hook up with this chick, went to her house, had a bad feeling, but when I saw the location set up, no sign, some ambulance with open van. Oh yeah, I remember you was talking about that in the group chat, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, thank God that you're good, bro. Online, it's a lot of trouble that can get on online. And I'll tell you guys this too, man. Mess around online long enough, and I can guarantee you're gonna get an STD. I'll just leave it at that. Mess around online long enough, and I can guarantee you're gonna get an STD. So y'all can take that however y'all want. I'll say it one more time. Mess around online long enough, and you're gonna catch something, because that's just what's out there. You know, so I hate to end it on a negative note, but it is what it is. You know, I got to keep it real with you guys. So yeah, man, if you guys do nothing will happen. Go ahead and take action now. Let's get it. I'm out.